Hi, I'm Kendall, and this is my YouTube channel. And I just want to say, what's for lunch? And okay, I'll let you in on the secret. It's my wife, Joella, and that's my all the time favorite question to Joella. And I think, what's for lunch? And then she, because she does major meal prep around the house. I do some stuff. I'll tell you about that. But essentially, right after lunch, the question has to be, what's for dessert? And then, and then 10 minutes later, you think, you got supper planned already? What's for supper? And so we're really pretty much compatible. And I think that, I don't know if that's a recipe for a good marriage, but sometimes we're maybe incompatible, and I think we're codependent sometime, but I think we work through it. And I think that's the biggest thing that has to happen in a deal like that. But the subject of meals and what do we do for lunch, what's for supper, that's the biggest thing in our household a lot of days. And it takes a lot of time. So what we've done, we've been wanting to do an air fryer for a long, long time, and we finally did it. We pulled the trigger. We did one that I think it's got an app to it, and it's got all that, and the wind is just relenting. But we'll get through all this, and I'm sure we will. And I'll show you how I did my mock in a little bit. But uh, getting through the day and not spending your whole life doing meal prep, that's been kind of our challenge. So my favorite thing in my air fryer, my new air fryer, is thick sliced bacon. Oh my gosh, the best. And I mean, there's different brands, but there's some good bargain brands, but really good gourmet brands. But thick sliced bacon, that's the thing. And then of course, I think we do. The other thing we do the best is potatoes. We do them fried, but with always a little squirt of avocado oil, to kind of crisp them up. And so at the end of the day, I'm not sure if our air fryer is frying with air or just a little extra spritz of avocado oil. And we have got away from seed oils too. So that's a good thing as well. And then, of course, we do a few other things in the air fryer, warm up stuff, but we don't do processed, like frozen kind of stuff and then heat it in the air fryer. We try to be really kind of original, and I say original, but creative, and do something fun in the air fryer. And we've enjoyed it. We've had a pretty good time of doing that. But the other day on this cooktop, I cooked some chili. Now, this land lamb on one of the food networks showed us how to use baking soda and salt with water to put on your ground beef to really make it lots more tender, but it browns nicer. And it did. I had the best Texas red chili. Actually, it's my granddaughter's award-winning recipe. At the age of, I think, like 13, she joined this cooking contest, like Christmas, a cook-off, chili cook-off, and she joined up, and out of all the macho men and everybody that was in it, she won first prize, and she won like a whole set of Wolfgang Puck stainless cookware over the deal. Anyway, it's a good recipe, excellent. With that, we built it I don't know how many times now over the years. But I look, I did it in the morning, and I look around, and it's already afternoon, and I'm thinking, what the hey, we're where'd my day go? And then of course, my wife Joella again bought a whole chicken. We're going to do it in the air fryer. It'll do a whole, I think, 6-pound chicken, about the max, but I didn't know if the day was going to be a good day, because tomorrow we're going out of town to see my brother. And it could take a little longer than we're thinking, and we got other stuff we wanted to prep. So, but you look up and you think, and Joella works diligently in the kitchen, and I think, well, that's good. I appreciate it, and I think, but sometime I want to rescue her. So how do you rescue somebody from the kitchen? Well, take them out eat a bite, you know. So one of our favorite places is, even as teens, we went to this place. It's I'd call it, you know, they used to call them greasy spoons, whatever, but it's a place they named, and we call Foxy. You know, it's nothing about it. It has this red fox on the logo, and it's Foxy, and they have all kind of fried stuff, but then they have taquitos and tacos, and they have a hot dog on a round bun. So that's some of our favorites, and that's, you know, it's a quick get out and enjoyable meal. Now, I didn't, you notice I didn't make mention of anything healthy, but it's a fun place to go, and it's covered outside. They got car hops you can eat in your car. We usually go in, but so that's a good place to go. And then the other place is kind of a regional franchise, Mexican food, and so we go do that. But the problem in all of that, and those are two great value places, but we've got a steakhouse here, and there's a couple of them, but the one that we go to closest to the house, which is no big deal in this small town in New Mexico, but it's right down the road. And we go there, and there's not one time I leave there eating a steak and that I'm satisfied that, first off, I had any value in it, but secondly, it was just good quality stuff. I mean, you spend $30, $40 on a meal for two, and you think, well, I'd really like to get some satisfaction out of it. And so that is our problem in this town in New Mexico. We're all the time, yeah, I want to eat out and get Joella a treat, but where do we go? So it's always that kind of, it's just a struggle all the time. So I don't know what to do. At one time I thought, well, and that's the other worst part. We're both such good cooks that we really don't want to go out, but we need a break sometime. And so we go and we have a break, but then we think, I could have done that at home. We could have enjoyed lots better food at home. And anyway, so that's kind of the things that we go through in this life. And it's not the eat out capital of the world. There's certainly no super kind of chain type things. It's not really what you'd hope for the Mecca of cuisine. Sorry, I said Mecca, but it's not that at all. So that's our life, and I think we just have to get up some days and pray and think and hope that we're gonna know what to do for the day and not spend our whole lives doing it. So if you have any eat out, of course most of you aren't right here, but if you have any quick meal thoughts, or if you have some eat out thoughts, we eat out for value. And I mean, yeah, we're retired. It's good to watch your pennies in retirement. But even when I was working, we were making, big bucks, not ever in government. But we did okay. But even then, you want to go out and you want to have the best value. And then you want to think, I didn't get gypped, and I really enjoyed my outing. So those are the kind of things we have to work through on a daily basis. But the other things is we're just going to trust the Lord that we have peace, that we have, and that we make good decisions. And when we go out and do that, it's going to be a fun time, and it's going to be a break for us. Just kind of a way to get away and just enjoy ourselves. So, I'm just wanted to tell you about my Eat In saga and my What's for Supper saga. And until next time, I just want you to know that our main goal in our lives, the both of us, we are on the same page, if that's possible for two people, but is to realize that it's in Him we live and move and have our being. So until next time, go with God.